So this garment is called Popped, and it's made out of around like 250 inflatable party balloons. It's based on disposable fashion and the fact that, you know, in current, especially in American culture, a lot of really profitable fashion comes from like really quick turnaround fashion, like Forever 21 or Urban Outfitters, stuff that doesn't last very long. So you buy a pair of shoes and it lasts for like a month and it breaks apart, and you know, then you just buy another pair of shoes, and it works great for economics because the consumer's constantly buying. But as far as fashion goes, it's a very unsustainable practice, and so the unsustainable aspect of fast fashion, I try to embody in the you know, disposable element of the balloons, and the fact that this garment isn't going to last more than 24 hours.
I have 3 pieces in the show. One of them is Blackwater, like you're seeing here. That's inspired by an underwater octopus that lights up. So it's not lit up right now, but the entire piece illuminates in itself. Tableau 3, which is inspired by Pierre Mondrian's Tableau 3 piece, made in 1937, I believe. And then my last piece is The Sun and the Raven, which is inspired by the Tlingit Native Americans. I think I just design for the consumer who is interested in the world around them.
Yeah, I actually have 4 garments. 2 of them are in a collection called Ceremonial. They're inspired by like French military things back in like the 15th century, like Louis XIV. I don't know if that's the right year, but around that time, you know. And then the other one is called Ink Blot Test. It's inspired by Rorschach and like, you know, the psychological analysis, stuff like that, trying to figure out where your mind is. And there's like some words on the front and back that kind of make the audience kind of play into a kind of metaphorical ink blot test. And then my final piece is called An American Icon. It's actually been worn by my friend who normally goes by Zach, but he's dressed as Diana Heatstroke tonight. He's doing drag for the show, which is something that I really wanted to get involved. I want more diversity. And American Icon is kind of just about where I see America possibly going in spite of all our political and social woes right now. I feel like it can go to a very open-minded place, so that's what that piece is about.
I got here today on a bus. I actually left Wednesday night at 10 p.m. and I got in Thursday around 2 p.m. So it was a little hectic, but I got here from New York City. I'm good friends with Demetrius. We met over the summer, and you know, we found out he was in fashion, I was in music, and then he found out I did drag, so he was like, come do a show with me, and I'll make you a dress, and here we are. Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm eating up every moment. I'm living. This is like a dream for a little trash queen from a small town. This is wonderful. I'm having the time of my life, so this is great.
So I am more of a minimalistic designer. I like to design things that can push the boundaries of male and female. So I don't like to stick just to the feminine silhouette. I really like to make women wear men's clothing and make things more rigid and rugged. So I really like androgyny.
So I have 2 different pieces, and one piece is actually a series of 3 pieces because it's a collection. And the collection is called Pearly Gangsters, and it is a visual comparison between the pearly kings and queens of old London town and female Japanese biker gangs. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because even though these people are on opposite sides of the world, they have a very similar uniform in that they all wear all black. And then they have a very distinct embellishment that they add to it. The Pearly Kings and Queens would be a bunch of pearl buttons that they add, and they have to sew them on themselves. And the Japanese biker gangs is like embroidery and like, you know, stickers and like pins and stuff like that. And so I really liked the idea of these 2 groups of people that have nothing to do with each other, but they're wearing pretty much the same thing. I mean, not pretty much, but like when you break it down, you know, it's very similar.
I'm super passionate about sustainability, so basically the concept of my piece is that plastic is taking over nature, taking over plants, but really like nature will always overcome us.
I have a collection and a standing alone piece. The piece that is standing alone is inspired by Thailand, the nature of Thailand, what the oceans are like, and how the rocks are covered in moss. There is also a neck piece that has, it's covered in gold because there is a castle in Thailand that the entire shingles of the roof is made out of gold. So it sort of all comes together between the nature and architecture of Thailand. The other piece is a 3-piece arm knitted knitwear collection. So it is all hand done, it's hand stitched, arm knitted, hand knitted, everything is done. No machines were involved, which was really interesting. I had full control over everything. There's dress, there's pants, there's a bathing suit. It's something I've never seen in the show before, which is really exciting. And that inspiration was more about just taking knitwear in a new direction. I really love knitwear, but I've never been able to do it in the fashion show before. It's been done in the fashion show before, but I've never had anything before, so I was thinking, how can I make it avant-garde enough that it deserves to be there? Because there's always cool fur things that light up, so getting something that is so simple that you see every day and making it avant-garde was a struggle for me, but I really liked the result of it.